Hi, I'm Tom D and we're here live at HyVolution, and who have I been joined with?
Sébastien.
Sebastian, and what company are you from, Sebastian?
Sébastien, I'm the CEO of H2SYS company.
Excellent, and what's this company, what do they do?
We are doing hydrogen GenSets.
Okay.
This is what you can see at our back. It's a 130 kVA power, and it is used for generation of electricity when you don't have grid access. So for events, work construction sites, or as a backup power in case you lose the electricity from the grid.
Okay, so how long have you been producing systems like this behind us?
So this one is just released this year. It's the first batch of production. The company exists since 2017, and we are now 30 employees working in that company. We are located in the east part of France, next to Switzerland and Germany. And now we have industrial production sites where we are able to produce around 20 devices like that per year. And we are now reaching, we are now just making a new financial round where we aim at producing 500 units like that per year in a new production site within 1.5 years.
So you've only released this one last year. When can we expect to see it in action?
It's already in action. Now what you see is the first batch here at the fair, but there is already such kind of GenSet in action. There is a French grid electricity supplier that is using that when they are doing works on the electricity network. When they have to cut a line to make it bigger, for example, when you have electric cars recharging, they have to cut off and to put bigger cables. And when they do the cutoff of the grid, they use this for several days or weeks to get electricity to the houses that are connected to the grid. So it's already in action as a test. And we are also working with some rental companies that are using that for sport events or music festivals. So you will see this kind of GenSets working this summer, supplying some big music festival in France.
Okay, so it really does have plenty of applications.
Yes.
In the next few years, where can we see the company going? Where can we see this product going?
In the few years, in the coming years, there are new markets that are also interested using this type of hydrogen GenSets, especially on the backup market. So if you look at all the data centers, they need a device like this, because if they lose even less than a second of electricity, all the communication are stopped. So they can't do that. So they have a backup supply like these GenSets. Already, at the moment, most of the data centers, they use diesel GenSets, but they are also willing to reduce their carbon footprint. So they are starting to ask us what will be the price to exchange my diesel GenSet with hydrogen one. So we are making studies, because when you have existing GenSet in place, we have to do some calculation how to replace that with a hydrogen GenSet. Another needs that will come in the coming years is also for building like hospitals or retiring houses. You have to know that now the summers, they are getting hotter and hotter, and for the old people in the retirement house, it's very important to have a big climatic room to be at a cold side. And they need also for that GenSets to make sure that they will have climatic air within very hot times in summer.
Okay, so how many houses could something like this power?
So this device here that we have at the back can supply 20 houses. When I say houses, it's like a family of 5 persons. So this can supply roughly 20 houses. What is also important is that we can interconnect these devices. We can put them together to reach 3 times, 5 times the power, and so that you can multiply the output power and supply more houses or bigger buildings. Where there is still a pain to do that is how much hydrogen do I need if I put 5 Titan like this supplying a big building. So we are working with some partners in the hydrogen production and storage to improve the storage capacity and to be able to have enough hydrogen to supply 3 times or 5 times this kind of devices. When I see all the companies working here in Paris in the hydrogen sector, I'm pretty sure that we will get there.
And talking of being here in Paris, how have you found HyVolution so far?
So we are in the hydrogen sector, H2SYS and my team, now for almost 5 years. But I was working in the hydrogen sector before that. And I remember in 2011, I was doing an hydrogen fair in Hanover, Germany. And when I see now in 2022 how much people we have on the first day, it's just crazy. It's just like there are people everywhere. The company's sizes, I think they triple. So we can really see very big dynamic around hydrogen, not just on newspaper and TV channel, but here we are with all these companies. When I see in 10 years, we were, I don't know, like 50 companies, but here it's just multiplied, and also big companies like Total, EDF, NG, other European companies that are putting huge money to be an actor in hydrogen. Make me think that yeah, this is really something is happening.
It's been a really great event. We're happy to see them here, happy to see you here. Sébastien, thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time. Thank you very much.